EACC, DCI, please, for you to deal with corruption and economic crimes, hire professionals in every field as your investigators. Have accountants, have procurement officers, have bankers, have all sorts of professionals for you to deal conclusively with economic crimes, because they are complex. And I want to say, now that we have agreed on police reforms, we have agreed that we'll have a cadet entry so that we attract professionals, so that you enter at the level of an inspector when you are professional. I want to encourage professionals across the country. When we implement that reform and there's a recruitment, please, accountants, come to the police force as a direct cadet and come and help these people to deal with issues that are complex.
To make Vision 2030 a reality, we must tackle corruption, and accountants must play a vital role in fighting corruption. Accountants can drive the fight against corruption as you hold critical positions in both public and private sector. Many of ISPAC's regular activities already contribute to fighting corruption and economic crime. But there is need for the continued development of a strong regulatory framework that promotes discipline and compliance within both employed and practicing accountants. The National Treasury and ISPAC are currently working together to review the Accountants Act in order to align governance structures and disciplinary process to current requirements. We must build this experience and coordinate to build a broader ecosystem of actors working together to fight corruption on a global scale. To answer the call, I direct ISPAC to develop an action plan for fighting corruption and economic crime. We should provide a framework for the accountancy profession's role in combating corruption and economic crimes. This will advance the government's efforts to free this country of corruption.
The Accountancy Fraternity holds the 40th Annual Seminar, second edition, of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, a year into the implementation of the Kenya Kwanza Plan. It is also a time that the government is taking a raft of measures, including reforming the tax regime to meet the financial demands of service delivery and development. With collection of more taxes to fund various projects, the need for enhanced transparency and accountability sets in. This meeting, therefore, is timely and essential, not only to ISPAC, but also to our administration. We need an accountable profession that will sow and instill confidence among Kenyans on how their taxes are spent. We appreciate that ISPAC has pronounced itself on a number of issues related to revenue collection, especially what you term as double taxation and capping on maximum tax. This is an important aspect of protecting public interest. The Ruto administration welcomes such pronouncements from professionals because they elicit public awareness, discussions, and dialogue. This allows us to align our position for a people-centered approach to government policy and other undertakings. In this way, esteemed accountants, you are shaping and contributing to good governance. While it is commendable receiving advice and recommendations on matters concerning public finance, we rely on your members who serve as accountants and auditors for accountability in the use of public resources. Whether in procurement and supply chain or preparation of books of accounts, members of your profession come in handy. You hold office in public trust to execute duties of ensuring prudent use of public resources. Accountants, auditors, and other professionals at ISPAC are doing a splendid job in serving our nation. And I want to say 95% of your members are good people. very good people, patriotic Kenyans, and good professionals. I cannot say the same of the 5%. You know, you are aware there is a huge public perception of the report by Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission that indicates that 21.1% of accountants and auditors are involved in corruption. Such elements are soiling the profession in unethical conduct. They collude and connive with other people in embezzlement. They do what is called smart accounting, computer errors, typographical errors, clerical errors, as such to cheat the system and steal. Thus, the same person holding office in public trust violates the Constitution, professional code of conduct, and other regulations. I can confidently say that in most corruption cases, at the tail end, someone from the profession is involved directly or indirectly. With such smart accounting and compromised practices, public trust in the profession is ruined. This directly and negatively impacts organizational service delivery. At national scale, it means the public will not get value for money, more so in our development projects. This is a concern we share with you 1 year into office. And I'm happy your chairman raised it, that perception. We need to work on it so that a few rotten potatoes in a huge sack do not soil the name of an entire profession. Dear accountants, delivery at the 5 pillars of the Kenya Kwanza plan will be in jeopardy with dismal or no support from ISPAC and other professional bodies. Our participation, therefore, in such seminars and high-level meetings is not merely ceremonial. We are making a serious statement that we are partners in public service. It is an invitation to work with us in cultivating and nurturing transparency and accountability in service delivery. And most importantly, implementation of the Kenya Kwanza plan through the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. This is what we saw to Kenyans, and they bought it by voting us into office. In addition, we can improve and maintain standards in the profession through such regular meetings for sharing of information, experiences, and good practices. Positive accounting through integration of technology and innovation is a critical component to improving and maintaining standards. Skills are like software. You have to regularly update them, otherwise they run the risk of going obsolete. Our government is going digital in services to improve client experience, promote accountability besides raising our revenue portfolio. The impact we seek will only be felt if we integrate digital innovation into our systems. We heavily rely on you to set the standards. This is essentially what this seminar is all about. The future is not tomorrow. The future is here, today. Distinguished professionals, besides robust training, research, and constant review of course syllabus, mentorship is a central component to promoting professionalism. In the bottom-up approach, we call upon senior members to mentor upcoming professionals and offer more opportunities to women and people living with disabilities. This will help us grow a multi-skilled profession that is highly inclusive and multi-talented. On this note, I wish you fruitful deliberations and look forward to a strong and better profession, ready to strategically support the government in full implementation of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. To this end, it is my honor and privilege to declare the second edition of the 40th annual seminar of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya officially open.